This is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Dogs will kick this away to start us off. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense comes on the field first today. When Georgia and Georgia Tech collide, both sides expect a tough physical game. Georgia typically has the upper hand, is expected to win, Kirk, but they know they're in for a battle when they see the Yellow Jackets over there.
And I think it's an interesting perspective when you look at these two teams and how they approach this rivalry. For Georgia, they have a lot of heated rivalries throughout the SEC. But the Georgia Tech fans, there's no close second. No matter where they are in the standings in the ACC, Georgia Tech seems to have a permanent chip on their shoulder in this rivalry. Let's see how it plays out today.
Here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Grab made by the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Yellow Jackets begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Early in the season, Kirk, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. A quick throw out left, complete. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Great connection there for 6 points. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense out there for their first possession. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. An offensive line that can maul you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kirk?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line? Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, A lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment.
Nobody can bring him down. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Grab behind the line, and it's Taylor. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the 1st down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the 1st down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this 1st down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Breaks into open space. Will not be brought down. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
He'll return it from inside the 5. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Quick throw to the left. Crosses the 45. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
He's going to pull it down and run. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's hit as he throws it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You can't say enough about the quarterback and his toughness. He knew that he was going to get hit. He looks right down the barrel and makes the throw and gets rid of it before the contact for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with a sack.
They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield. The Dogs will have to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. And they begin the drive here, set up at the 30. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the same runner's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Gets into space at the 50. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the RPO, caught to the right. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They couldn't stop him there.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. We got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
It's a shotgun run call. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And it's a bunch formation. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That time they were able to get to the quarterback before he has a chance of throwing yet another touchdown pass. 3 already in this first half. At least this is a sign that this defense hasn't totally given up yet.
And he's got it. 57 yards out and never in doubt. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Look out. He's loose. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown. Dogs.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They're going to run it here. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. So a 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Getting thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down play for this offense. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The Yellow Jackets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. Not much on the return there, but the interception. Back to the offense at the 47.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down and 10 now.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
The pocket breaking down.
Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And the single back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt head's out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it deep to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
He'll ride the back again here. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. Past the 20. Crosses the... the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this call here on 3rd down, Chris? They go with the RPO. The quarterback makes the right read. He's able to extend this drive by getting the yards that they needed to get to the marker.
The back's got it. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Yellow Jackets are on the move here. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, I got to tell you, I didn't realize that this quarterback could do what he is doing today with his legs. I have all the respect in the world with how he can distribute the ball and throw the football. But, boy, he is putting on a display of running today.
On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that's going to be enough for the first down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
He made it. 3 points on the board. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Motion now from the tight end. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And it's taken right around the 35. And the returner is brought down. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Juice to get past a man.
Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage for a first down. Back in motion now. Throw to the running back in the flat. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
As we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. And it's a direct snap. It's a keeper. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This offense really clicking. Lining up to try the extra point. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Off the play fake on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Dogs come to the line with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. He escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, all week long, this defensive coordinator told the media and told us when we sat down in our production meeting that they knew that this quarterback had the ability to throw the football. But today, it's been the quarterback's legs that's been giving them the problem.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Important second down play coming up. Catch made on the left side. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Yellow Jackets with 1st and 10 here. quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as they come up on second down. It's a quick grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Receiver makes the catch.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. Here comes third and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. And he'll drop back here on third down. Escapes the pocket. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
It's been a rough game for this offensive line, allowing 4 sacks and now flagged on the holding call. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught quickly. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Second down after that completion.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And the completion made. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Close to the tight end. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field.
Oh, man, you just hate to see this for this offense. They've done a nice job here, giving themselves a shot to get back into this game, and you got to go for it. But to come up a little bit short, this one may be over.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Grinding away with a running game. They stop him, but it's a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Yellow Jackets have 1st and 10 here. Oh, look at the quick cut. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
You know, make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Extending the play now. He's got a first down and more. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Wide open downfield. Goes out the stiff arm. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. And the Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pass rush closing in. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.